Greetings, YouTube. So I had a download. I was in here in my kitchen making my smoothie, and talking to God Goddess, my ancestors, and it's a situation that's playing out right now. That okay, so it's kind of like that whole saying, we've been saying with what's been going on. It's like warning comes before destruction, right? So the issue here is, or where the issue lies, is the fact that these individuals, okay, like I keep speaking about, it's like a food chain. It's as if it goes from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And there's people, right, who they have become accustomed to getting away with shit. Okay? So they have become so accustomed to getting away with shit. It's like taking candy away from a baby. Okay? And I hate to even use that as an example because, children are innocent, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? So they're so accustomed with getting away with shit for like over the years, okay? It's a possibility too that even some of these individuals, hell, those that preceded them got away with shit. You know what I'm saying? They kind of like taught them the blueprint on how to get away with shit, okay? On how to have things go, your way, or how to abuse your authority, how to abuse power. You know what I'm saying? They passed that type of shit down. You know what I'm saying? And it was and too, it's like, how not to get caught, or what happens if you do get caught, or you could just pay this one to get off, or you could pay this one to make this go away, or you could pay this one to make that go away. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. Okay, we're in a time now where that shit it's being cut off. It's being severed. Okay, it's being severed because there was a lot of bondage. Okay, it was a lot of bondage that has been taking place over the years, and this bondage was implemented and it was set into place for things to go a certain way. Okay, for things to go in a direction that was not just, okay, in a direction that will only benefit a certain few. Okay, and that shit has been severed. It is null and void now. Okay, so you still have those same individuals. You still, and mind you now, like I said, those who preceded those people, they taught this. Those that are in, here currently, or were here currently, they are teaching this to their children. You understand? They're not switching it up. They're not changing it. And it's due to the fact that they're so used to getting away with shit. They're so used to getting their way. Okay? Mind you now, these individuals come in all shades. Okay? In all shades. In various shades. In various backgrounds. You understand? So, a lot of them, though, they come from richness. Okay, rich. Okay, because rich is not the same as wealthy. Okay, rich is temporary. You understand? So when it pertains to these people, they teach it to their offspring, so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's a situation where they're still trying to press forward because they're so used and accustomed to get in their way. They're not heeding the warning signs. They're not paying attention to the warnings. They're not, or the signs and synchronicities. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so, their mind has been so accustomed. The way they move has been so accustomed to, oh, I can get my way when I want it, how I want it, and this, that, and the other. But that time has come to an end. It has come to an end. It has come to a drastic end. Okay, and the reason why force is being implemented now, and this is spiritual force. Okay, this is things unseen, unheard of, unexplainable, supernatural shit. Okay, and the reason why it has been taken to this level, because no one wanted to listen. No one wanted to heed the warning signs. You understand? Because a lot of these people, they have the mentality and the frame of mind, and even there, that those that preceded them have the mentality and the frame of mind that they're untouchable. You understand? They are above God, goddess. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. For some of them, okay, maybe they're gaining a new perspective. But for a lot of them, like I've said since day one, there isn't going to be any change with these individuals. They're going to have to be permanently set down. You understand? This is what's going on. That's why I stress and I tell y'all, be careful who y'all are praying for. Okay? Because these are individuals who are extremely dark. Extremely dark. And God, Goddess is not in the business of saving them. They're not in the business of saving them. And this is coming from a natural born prophet. So please heed the message. The warning times, the multiple warnings, that's when God was trying, okay, let me still give he or she a chance, let me see if they're awakened. Let me, I don't want to, let's see if they'll change, at least in the least little way. Let's see if they'll change. A lot of them, they're not. And you're seeing it. You're seeing what's happening. You're seeing what's playing out. Some people, they don't want to believe it. But I'm here to tell you now, this is uncontrollable forces at play. They cannot be controlled. Now, and it's sirens, I'm hearing sirens in the back, confirmation. Now, some situations, like I told y'all in the reading I did yesterday, there are situations that are going on now too where we already are aware of the portals. You know what I'm saying? Like portals being open and left open. Okay, some of these individuals, they're doing this because they know that they owe a debt. Y'all hear the sirens? They owe a debt. Okay, so being that they owe this debt, they're trying to, make sacrifices, basically. There's no other way to put it. No other way to put it. Okay, they're making sacrifices. Y'all gonna see things that go on, and I think I mentioned too in another reading about false flag. Okay, but if you are a true intuitive, you know what is, and you know what it is, and you know what it ain't. Okay, and that's just plain and simple. Okay, some situations are happening, yes, to keep the public's focus off of certain things, but a lot of this unexplainable shit is these are backfires. Okay, these are backfires. I also received the message that even if these are, because like I told y'all, I've been picking up, it is heavy 10th house energy, extremely heavy 10th house energy, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and I just posted that on my community tab. But heavy 10th, 11th, and 12th house energy that is playing out right now. Okay, the number 1 could be significant. The number 2 could be significant. The number 3 could be significant. 1, 2, 3. You understand? So that shit is playing out right now as we speak. These are uncontrollable forces. Uncontrollable forces. Things that cannot be controlled. Okay? These are backfires that are playing out. These individuals that could be underneath a certain umbrella or a part of a certain group or a part of or trying to protect their image. Even if you're, what did I say? Be careful of who you're connected to, because there's a lot of people walking around here that are neck deep in shit. So you have to be careful who you're associating yourself with, because the karma is playing out. God is not playing. You're seeing it. You're seeing it happen. It cannot be explained. Okay? Now, I also received another message where, say for instance, if there's a group and or organization, right? There's decisions being made on who to take out, okay? A lot of these people that, have these acquaintances, I mentioned this yesterday, there's no loyalty amongst thieves, greedy ass people, you understand, soulless beings. They're unaware that they're the ones to, because I'm seeing Spirit is showing me like a fishing rod. Okay, so the bait being thrown out into an ocean. You understand where the great whites are. So that's what's playing out. They're sacrificing the weakest links. You understand? They don't care. They don't care. And my heart goes out to these, like I always say, these innocent babies. These innocent children. But what's going on right now? This is what y'all are seeing. Because a lot of these people, they didn't want to stop. They didn't want to quit. And like I said, some of these people are the weakest link and they're being taken out by their own. That message just came out in a reading I did about cults unaliving their own. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. So that's what's playing out. That's what's going on. They don't want to be next on the chopping block. So what do? Oh, well, let me take out my business partner and their whole entire family. You understand? Some of those situations is playing out that way. This is what you're seeing. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. I also mentioned a long time ago too. Anything built, when it pertains to blood money, God is smacking it down. It's being taken out. And that's what it is. What's going on, what's playing out, it cannot be controlled. And that's another thing. When it goes to these people, when it goes to the mentality of these individuals and how they move, and them assuming, their shit don't stink, or they can sink could be significant. Okay, so something could be significant about a ship sinking. I keep picking that up. But their shit don't sink or stink. I keep saying sink. But yeah, they can move any kind of way they want to move. They untouchable. I could pay for this. I could pay for a legal protection. I'm telling you, that shit it's no longer working. It's no longer working. Things are being placed in order. 1, 2, 3. Things are coming into alignment. And that's just that. Like, things are shifting. They're coming into the rightful divine order, divine authority. How things are supposed to be. That's what's going on right now. So, and like I keep saying, with the mentality that these people have, they assume it's still something that they can do. No. You are witnessing the acts of God Goddess. That's what you're witnessing. You're also witnessing the acts of the backfires. So it's a combination of shit. It's a massive combination of things, okay? You're also witnessing, energy still trying to sway the public. Oh, no, it's not me. Don't look at me type shit. You understand? That's what's going on. That's what's going on right now. Okay? Just like with the whole stock market thing. I prophesied that stock market was coming up in my readings for a minute. And yeah. And then look what happened. Don't focus. It's other things. It's bigger shit going on. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's way bigger shit that is playing out, that is happening right now. That something going on with the stock market, or whatever may be, trying to draw your attention from what's really going on. Okay? A massive thing. These innocent Aboriginal women and children that are being kidnapped, missing, murdered, the tunnels. Come on now. Who gives a fuck about the stock market when you got this going on? Come on. So that's why I said focus. Everything don't need your attention. Keep calling these individuals out, because like I said previously, and in a reading that I shared on my community tab today, it brings in the justice, it brings in the judgment. Some of us have the ability, we have the ability to, I hear spirit saying host, we host the ability to call judgment. Okay, we possess that power. So utilize it the right way. Careful with who you're praying for. So this was just a quick download, some quick messages that came through while I was in here fixing my smoothie. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you in another one.